Okay, welcome everyone back to the Female Bodybuilding's channel. Zimmermann, what is this show called?
The secret behind the female muscle.
So, Carla, that's a very bad name. Do we have an easier name to call it? Because we have a lot of views, but no one knows the name. Think of something better.
Getting big in a short time.
No, that's not for the series. For the episode,
Oh.
yes. But for the series, we have to find a better name. We'll see. So, everyone, welcome to Carla. And this episode, Zimmermann, is called How I Gained 70 Pounds in 6 Months. Zimmermann, is this really true?
This is really true. And I think we should implement the dates of each picture because no one believes that. But yes, we will listen to Carla and what we did in the last 6 months because it's pretty interesting. She's right about to start her prep. And I think she's one of a very few that can move from figure to real women's physique size in that time and doing a prep also within like exactly 1 year because she's doing the show exactly 12 months after.
So for the reason for people at home, 70 pounds, it's not because of she's eating just McDonald's and you just want to get big. No, talk to us a little bit. Why did you want to gain size and what division were you doing and what is the goal?
Now, I came to Rafael right after my last competition, December. And I did figure on that time. And Rafael told me, so you're not going to do figure, you're going to women's physique. I love women's physique, the routine, everything about it. But the point was, if I want to be going to bigger, I need to go fucking eat. So I did.
For figure, you look good. I remember this was the William Bonac Pro
Yes, yes.
qualifier.
Yes.
Things didn't go as planned, but did you figure? Did you like the figure division? Like, did you like the high heels and?
It is a nice division, but it's not for me. No.
When did you start having dreams of women's physique? Before the show, after the show, or?
I did earlier at Women's Physique in 2022, I thought. But the girl's going to be bigger every time, and the question for me was, do I want to push my body to that? Is that what I want? Is that my goal? So I have think about it, and I love Women's Physique, and with a good coach and everything going to plan, yeah, I do. I wanted to do it.
You just saw the much smaller Brooke Walker win over the much, lower body bigger, not upper body. Where you have, so you see it's not all about size in women's physique, it's about muscle density and having a good balance. What did you like the results for Polo?
Yes, 100%, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Zimmermann, talk us through. She's just finished with the show. She's mentally prepared. I want to do women's physique, and she wants to grow. How does the first start? What happens then?
So it was, I think, was it 2 weeks after the bone egg or right the week after the bone egg?
1 week after the
1
show.
week even, yes. So she was in pretty good shape because she looked very good at the bone egg. And then I thought, okay, we had some conversations, and like I said in the past, I'm a fan of pushing up food pretty high, pretty fast. And that's what we did. But first we did a clean, I think you didn't stop gear also. There was something.
But one thing, she competed 1 week. That week after the show, what were you eating then, Carla? Were you eating whatever you want, keeping it kind of clean? Because you just finished the show. How does that week look for you?
After the show, I had 3 or 4 free meals, and that's it.
For the whole week?
Yes, for the whole week.
Okay, wow.
I know in the past, my first show, I eat a lot. eat really a lot, and I gained weight in so short of time, and I don't want to do that anymore. And it's also not good for your health.
No. So you ate kind of on plan, but added some free meals for a week. And then
Yeah.
Zimmerman, what happened then? Is that when you started?
That's when we started. We
Yeah.
started like 1 week after, and I gave her a pretty solid baseline of food.
How much?
Back then it was a lot, like I think around about 400 grams of carbs already, and like 70, 80 grams of fat. So that should be, it was already like 3.5 to 8,000 calories. And from there, we just worked up because her body seems to like clean out after you stop all this gear. She was on NPP, I think, after
Yes,
the
yes,
show.
yeah.
I said we stop this. Mm, and then she didn't do anything besides some GH. I think 2 or 3 units GH.
This is the
Yeah.
start. This is the start of the off season when the gear is taken out after the show, and just GH is included. So for people at home, why is GH included in? Because this is not a steroid per se. Why do we keep in the GH when all the gear is out? What did you feel? Do you feel any effect at all on GH alone, Carla? I don't. But did you feel any effect on GH alone?
Alone, no, not that I can say.
No. So
Maybe some better
why do
sleep.
you keep it in, Zimmerman? Why is that something you recommend?
Yeah, I think if you can afford it, you can keep always a low dose year round in, as it has its benefits on hair, skin, sleep, recovery, everything, without any virilization effects, side effects. And yeah, so if your insulin, your blood sugar and everything is good and fine, then I think there's no point of putting it out
Okay,
or
but you
stopping
didn't
it.
feel any effect of it, really, Carla.
No, I not pay attention to it. I
No,
do
yeah.
what I need to do, and that's it.
And just a quick that's Zimmerman for question for people. So you see, you have no problem with insulin sensitivity when you're doing low dose of growth hormone, like 2 to 4 units. You shouldn't get
Yeah.
any insulin sensitivity with this.
No,
You
no,
shouldn't
not at
spot.
all.
No, no, no.
No, and also if you do it all in one dose, like before bed, and you have no carbs, like right before or then after it when you sleep, it doesn't affect your blood sugar.
Okay, so we're at 3,005, 800, and just GH. And how long do you keep that before we start increasing the food? And what happens with the weight?
For me,
Carla, can you remember? I always go by pictures. I get pictures every
So you
3 days.
should find your pictures now, Zimmerman, in her. Don't you have it on your phone?
Yeah, yeah, we have it on. We will implement it here.
Yeah. So
But
when does she
Carla, I
start
think
eating more? Can you remember, Carla? So you were eating
yeah.
3,008.
So
When does it go
yeah,
to
we
extreme levels?
yeah we started in December. So first of all, 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, he wants to see my blood work. That's first step. And there were some little issues we have to increase them. Let me say. And so we did. I get a protocol with supplements, a little bit peptides, and after 4 or 6 weeks, I think we did blood work again. Everything was fine, and then it stopped everything.
So for people to learn, what were the it wasn't something very dangerous, but what was the little issue? Can you remember?
Oh,
her hemoglobin was a bit high. Her hematocrit, due to the androgen load, her liver values were a bit elevated, but nothing like sky high. Her kidneys were fine. I think it was what else was it? It was
But are
like
these natural things that happens after a cycle, or was this a little bit higher than usually after a cycle?
I would say it wasn't great, but it was okay. But as a bodybuilder, you're never really healthy. So that was
Hey,
not
don't say
not
that.
good.
Don't say that too loud.
But After like 6 weeks, it was fine again. So it was really even in range from these
Okay. What did you
laboratory.
take? Can you remember, Carla? What type of supplements or peptides?
Oh, it was a big list, so
This
it was
was,
a lot. That I know.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we did some monacolene for cholesterol was also elevated. So red yeast rice, pretty important for the people. Like you don't only take like 1200 milligrams of red yeast rice. You need the monacolene in like 5 to 10 milligram is what lowers your LDL, and citrus bergamot was included. Just some basic stuff. Tutka and NAC for liver. I think we had a kidney support like
Yeah.
astragalus, and some peptides which were like SLU,
Motsi.
exactly as GHK, CU,
Yeah.
and yeah.
What did you feel for the peptides? Did you, because this is a new thing. Both Zimmerman and myself are sponsored by Limitless, by Biochem there. But when you tried SLU, MOTSI, is this something you never tried before, correct?
True. Yeah. It was the first time for me. Yeah.
What did you feel
The GHK, I mean, a better scan, of course.
on the
And
GSQCU? Yeah.
yeah, yes. Motsi, I had a little more energy. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't pay attention to what I feel. I stick to the plan, and that's it.
Isn't this a good thing, Zimmerman, when it comes to, for instance, steroids? A lot of the kids ask me, oh, if I take this Deca, I will not have sex drive. Or if I do this, I can't see. If you don't think so much about it, it won't happen, is my approach. Is it too much focus on what everything should feel?
I think in terms of mentally, the mental
Yes.
issues, yes, yes, yes. But when
Yeah.
you take Deca and your prolactin is like sky high, you might have lower sex drive. That can be true. But I think the mental issues everybody's talking about when you say like, I get anxious on NPP, like have just started, it's barely in your system, and you already feel mental side effects from it. It's maybe because you know, okay, I now take it, I now have to expect something.
Yeah.
But like you said, so the less you think about it, sometimes it gets away from
So
itself.
when you're now natural for 6 weeks, some girls or guys, they can't even train then. They get an excuse for eating worse and all this because they're not on. For you, when you're not on, is there any difference in your training?
No, nothing, nothing. I do the same as always.
Yeah.
If you have a goal, you have to work for it, and you can be a little pussy, like I said, and complain about everything.
Yeah, that's, and I think for people to take home, this is also why you can see 70 pounds in 6 months. The mentality, Zimmerman, isn't it? Because you coach a lot of athletes. Some have that mentality, just go, go, and then results come. And
Yeah,
some people always have an excuse, and there's always something, eh?
and especially when you come out of a show, I always want to see, okay, how serious they take the post-show phase, where they can really like, I mean, you're not putting on 10 kg of muscles, but you can grow because your body's very sensitive and responds very well. And there I want to see, okay, how strict can they follow their diet and training when there's no gear included? And then when they come off, like after the stage, there's always this hole they fell into. And if you are there, like spot on, you make the most progress by just following your diet and doing the most like accurate things in terms of foods, recovery, and training. Yeah, so that's what we see. You grow on food and not on gear.
So
Yeah, you
six
say all,
weeks,
all
after 6 weeks, health phase, how much are we up, Carla?
you mean weight or
Weight.
what I weight? I'm on my heaviest. I was 100.2,
Oh,
but
And
after
now
he's
six
I'm
after
after
six,
6 weeks?
no, no.
No, no.
I'm
After
again
those
too
six.
tall.
So after 6 weeks, health
Sorry.
phase, how much are we up?
Oh, I
Was it like
one
10 kg?
yeah.
10 kg, yeah.
Yeah,
How much was she weighing then?
80.
So she went from 70 to 80 in 6 weeks.
Yes.
Post show, obviously not that much controlled. And what happens then after 6 weeks? You implement something or?
Yeah, then we started. No, not after. When did we start it, Gear? 8 weeks?
I thought 8 or 6 weeks. Yes.
Like
Okay.
after
And then the
6, like
calories.
we did after we did the second blood work, we started. Yeah, Carla.
We started with 100 milligram EQ, 100 milligram Primo, and 30 NPP every week.
So 30 for so 100 EQ, 100 Primo, and 30 for a whole week only.
Yeah, it's for 1 week. Yeah.
So 230 milligrams in
Yes.
off season. Is this
Yes.
your
And
highest, lowest, or average, or what you've done before?
one of the lowest.
One of the lowest. Okay, really. So Zimmermann, you obviously had her notebook on what she used to take before. We don't have to go into that because it's private information. But why did you want to lower it?
I think if you go higher than that in off season, you only create more toxic environment, and then your food cannot digest. Your digestion is not that well. You create more inflammation. Your sleep get worse. All these factors that these are much more important than the actual androgen load, and it's just. I mean, it's like 3 compounds. It it is not low, I would say, but it's also what it takes to grow that much in that short period of time, while keeping the health markers in check, like blood pressure, blood sugar, and all the blood work. But I think everything above that, and also she grew on that. So why should I bump the dose? So that was her starting point.
One thing, Zimmerman. Why did you take more than that as an amateur? Was that something you yourself kind of created, or was we don't have to go into who told you, but like that number that was higher before, was that just naturally for you? All your other girlfriends were doing it, or did you learn it from a man, or because it's a very high
No,
as an
no,
amateur to go?
I have always have a coach on my side,
Okay,
and not everyone works like Zimmerman.
okay, okay. So that would you would just have higher doses from different coaches.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, how do you feel? And one thing, Zimmerman, before we ask how she felt on it, why the MPP very low, 30, that's pretty low, 100 EQ, 100 Primo, why that combination?
I think Primo as a DHT is great, especially back then it was legit. Now we always don't know. EQ is also pretty good for women as they normally don't have these issues which comes taking EQ like high blood pressure and high hematocrit. And then you have a 19 NOR derivate, which is pretty strong.
The MPP, yeah?
It's the same family as trenbolone. You need to take that into consideration. And there are bikini girls out there who are taking it in their off season. So 30 milligram is plenty, I would say. Even like when you consider that men are taking like 300 to 400 milligrams, it's always a tenth of what a man takes. You shouldn't compare it like that, but you know that I give my girlfriend like half of what I am doing, so that's why I think it's a very low dose, but a very effective dose where you have all the good effects.
Did
And
one thing, Carla, did Zimmerman just say he gives his girlfriend half of what he's taking himself?
Yes, I heard that good. Yes.
The hell, Zimmerman?
I,
You like them manly. Good. So do I. But anyway, so how much calories are we going now? Because now it comes to extreme. We got to get to the gear is not extreme. Now I want to hear what's going extreme. We are 8 weeks. We were on 3008. When does the food go into maximum levels here now?
Carla, can
think
you remember?
oh,
Because I'm When it comes to that, I mean, you have only your diet in your head. I have 50 diets in my head, not in my head, but I I need to lie if I would say something now.
Okay, so Carla, 3008 for 8 weeks, and then
That's
when
what
does
I
the big
remember.
jump
Yes, and
go?
what we did then.
So um, first of all, we fix the small issues, and after that, we're going, of course, on the Primo, on the NPP, and the EQ. And from that moment, the food starts up. So
Yeah,
every 3 4 days, going the carbs up by 30 40 gram, I think.
yeah.
And my check-in was every 3 days. And I have a daily cheat meal from 2000 calories.
Wait. First of all, were you used to having 2 check-ins per week in off season? No.
No, normally it was once a week or something.
Yeah. Did you find that helpful or waste of time? 2 times a week.
No, I think it's helpful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. So you go from 3005 to around 4005 regular calories, and then you add a 2000 cheat meal on top of that
Yeah.
to make it around
Yeah.
6,500.
Yeah.
6,000 daily?
Yeah. Daily.
Okay. When you first saw this plan, what were you thinking?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? I asked Zimmermann what I have to eat every last meal, my 2000 calories. He said, "Oh, burgers, fries, pizza, Ben and Jerry's." It's crazy. I never eat that like before, never.
So, Zimmerman, explain what is the purpose of around 4 5 in clean food, which is a lot of calories for a woman. It's a regular men's physique off-season plan, 4 5. And as a woman, usually off-season is around low 3,000, correct? Around.
Yeah,
And now you're saying 4 5 in clean food, so that's like 50% of a regular girl's off-season. And add 2,000 calories of cheat meals every day.
but
Explain.
here, but there, I was seeing as I saw her every 3 days. We did every 3 days, I think. Yes, that
Yeah.
was because I was also not sure how she responds now with the gear and everything. And then I just noticed every 3 days there were kind of a 200 grams of weight drop. So I thought like, okay, let's wait, and then another weight drop. So
On 4 5,
on 4 5, yes. So and then at this point, I
she was
started
burning more than
yeah,
4,500 calories on
without any cardio, without anything.
no
But then,
cardio.
no, we didn't do any cardio till like now. No, now it's out again. Did we do cardio back then?
Yeah. We have now it's out, but before maybe 2 3 weeks for 20 minutes 4 times a week.
But that was after we stopped the push phase again
Yeah.
because there
Yeah.
was some yes. But during this phase, no cardio, no.
Okay.
No.
So I just noticed her weight dropped again and again and again, and I was like, okay, she had already like 500 grams of rice post workout.
Yeah.
Cooked, okay. So that's about 200 grams of carbs or whatever. So, and then 200 grams of cream of rice. I
Yeah.
just saw because she checked in today, and that's 200 grams cream of rice. That's a lot to eat. And I was like, okay, if you now, and then I started to add in something like honey or muffins. We did also
Yeah. Also,
some
yeah.
muffins on top, but these are not included in the cheat meal.
Okay. No.
We will implement her. I think we do a screenshot of her highest diet
Yeah.
like here. And then I said like, okay, let's just try a cheat meal every day. I know you will not hit every day the 2000 mark, but something around there. And it
Give
was
me
probably
give me an
like,
example of 3 cheat meals that you used to like, Carla, every day. Give me because
Uh,
2,000 is a lot of food. Give us 3 examples of your 3 favorite cheat meals that you had daily.
a pizza and Ben and Jerry's.
But when you say a pizza, is that like you buying like in the freezer pizza? Like
Yeah. Then you know how much calories it is.
yeah, it's not so
Yeah.
big that pizza.
It's
I
not
know.
that
Yeah,
big.
no. And then you
And
had Ben and Jerry's, but a full Ben and Jerry's is usually 1,500 calories, isn't it?
Yeah, you not have to eat the wall of the wall. Sometimes I not find the right words. You don't need to have to eat a whole Ben and
The whole
Jerry's,
bottle,
half
yeah,
of
yeah.
it.
So you had a full pizza and half a Ben& Jerry's, for instance.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feel like eating it? Was it good? Or was it like, this is just like,
It felt good, but you eat it every day, and if
yeah,
you
no.
tell people that you eat it every day, nobody believes it or whatever. But every day, everyone think it's nice, but if you eat it every day,
Yeah. And okay, give me two other meals.
a burger with fries,
So you buy a burger that you buy it or you make it?
I buy, I
Yeah, yeah.
buy.
You don't
Yeah,
cook.
yeah, for my little girl, of course I cook. Yeah,
Okay, so you have a burger with some fries, and the third meal is
Ben and Jerry.
yeah. After the bit about after that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've seen a lot of Rich Piano videos probably growing up, David. So
Yeah,
yeah. So when you sit at home eating all this food and then you're having the Ben and Jerry's and the hamburger every day, how does your do you live with someone or do you have someone living with you?
yeah, my little girl.
What is she saying?
She's used to it. So
Okay.
if I have my food, I cook her food, and we eat together on a table.
Okay. So she's thinking, Mommy, why are you eating pizza, Ben and Jerry every day? Didn't she ask?
Yeah, sometimes she said, "Mama, you're gonna be fat."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Weren't you? I would go in freak mode, Zimmerman. I would be afraid to get fat. How did you, as a woman, you weren't worried of getting fat?
No,
Wow. Well,
no, no.
okay. That's crazy, yeah? Because, okay, so Zimmerman, how is it possible that she's dropping weight on 4005 then? How is that even possible?
She just that was also something I think when you come off stage and you have already the next show in mind and start following the plan exactly, even if you haven't decided. I think she was about to do some changes with her coaching stuff, but that didn't matter at that point, I think. And then she was just like, I just jumped back on my baseline diet, whatever that was. And I have, of course, a free meal here and there, but it's like only this meal. And then tomorrow I go back training legs. The first day after the competition, she was back at the gym training legs. And she's trying now for 3 years getting that pro card. So you can say, okay, fuck this. After three times, I have enough. Like I'm not getting any money out of that. But that's the mentality you need as an amateur to be able to get right back on the diet. And then your body is such in a good environment that you can also drop weight at this point. I mean, it's not super helpful because of course it's also not good to eat that much calories for that such a long time. But again, we're doing bodybuilding, we want to grow into women's physique. And when I noticed her blood sugar increased, we started with insulin. So
Yeah,
that's the next thing. So we just started, I think, like post workout. I always do like post workout. Told her
How much fasting acting, correct? 5 units or?
five, yeah,
Yeah.
or three. No, was it
five.
three and five?
We started with insulin like 5 units post workout.
5 units post again, yes, and then
And
five
what is
before.
that for? Explain, Streamer, for people who are not. So, why do you take 5 units of insulin post workout before the carbs? Why would you like to do that when she's? What's the reason?
Because you can use the big amount of carbs much better when you're pinning insulin right after the training and have a huge or your biggest meal of the day, and just also relieve your pancreas because your pancreas needs to yeah, is relieved by that. And that way also your blood sugar can lower over the time when you have so much food, because you need to imagine eating every day all this food and your pancreas needs to handle create insulin. um,
Yeah. So Zimmerman, since I see we only have 8 minutes left there, so she's gained 70 pounds with this type of food plan, what happens then there? Because now the muscle, the weight is gained. What do we do now?
I think there was a point where I just saw that she was getting this soft look, this not fresh, full look. Her muscles were like and that was like 2 weeks after she hit the 100 kg, I think.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was just a point where her body said, "Okay, that's enough." And this this always comes when you push food that high for that long.
Yeah.
I think we did like 14, 15 weeks. I said like, okay, here's the point where we need to stop. We
Yeah.
put out the injectables, we lower your food, we give your digestion a break, we added in some cardio, and I want to see blood work.
Yeah.
So that's what we did then. We kept in some insulin, I think, around training,
Yeah.
because we were at like, we also did Lantus in the morning.
Yeah.
So she had a long acting and a fast acting. But there, like after 14 weeks on this cycle, we stopped the gear. We only kept in the GH and some insulin. But that
Yeah.
insulin we also stopped a couple of weeks ago. And now she's off everything for like 8 weeks. In 2 weeks, we start prep. So then she had
So
a
you
14
start
weeks.
prep for what show?
The Ironman and William Bonak.
The Iron.
Yes, and the
Maiden.
Bonak.
This is the regional before
How many weeks before the show is that?
1 day.
1 day. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So how many weeks is she out, Zimmerman?
22 was today. She just said a check-in, 22, and she's 98 kg. So she lost, after coming off all the PDs, 2 kg.
No, that's not much, no. And when does the prep start?
We start probably in like 2 to 3 weeks. I told her I can get her ready probably in 14 weeks from now, but I want to be ready like 10 to 14 days out.
Yeah.
And that's why we probably start in like 2 weeks. But
Do they usually
also-
have enough girls for a pro card there?
Yes, last year there were five, exactly five in the class. Yeah.
So this is a risk. If there's no pro card, this is the last show. What date is it?
1st of December. So I
So this
think
is the last also show of the year.
no, there's Austria after that.
Okay,
No?
if she wins and there's I'm always worried about this no pro card rule. It's horrible that this is. But okay, what is the mindset for the prep, Carla? What are you thinking?
Do what you have to do to reach
Yeah.
your goal.
And to win the pro card this time, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, definitely. And if you competed at 70 kg last time, where do you see yourself this year? Weight-wise.
Definitely women's physique, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, bigger and more drier.
What body parts? Is there any body part you specifically worked on?
My arms, my back, and my legs.
So almost the entire body
Almost
there. but
everything. Yeah.
yeah. My arms, my legs, and my back. Yeah, yeah. Because the biggest difference is probably from figure to women's physique. Well, there's many differences, but arms is a must for women's
Yes,
physique.
absolutely.
And for figure, you need arms, but not that. What did you do for your arms?
Train like a horse.
Yeah, train like. But you have your arm day, or do you have like biceps after back, or what is
No,
that?
I have also arm days, yes.
Yeah, good. Did you have that before?
But my last coach, no.
But before?
Before my last show, or
No, okay. So you didn't have arm day before for figure.
no.
No. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So Zimmerman, I see. When does she start with her things at 14 weeks out, or when does she start with her gear again for the show?
I think at 16 weeks out, we start again. So we had a good 12 weeks break.
Yeah.
So she will be crazy responsive. We will start probably with 2 injectables again, and then this will be it. And then we start already lower the food a bit around the 20 weeks out mark, and then we push.
But she can probably eat more food on this prep than ever before because she has such a high food in off season, correct?
Maybe yes, but maybe she also needs to go very, very low. So you never know. You never know. There will be maybe a time where you need to push hard. But I would say, based on now, it's probably like an easier prep than before.
I see her daughter is stressing her now. I can see she had enough, correct?
She's with me here. Shall we?
Does she want to say something, or do you want to not put her on camera?
Hello, no, nothing. Okay,
She
nothing.
got no words?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay, then
She's a
there
little
you go.
bit shy.
Okay, yeah, no. Okay, thank you very much for this lesson for people to see what it takes to gain 70 pounds with all the edits we're going to put in. You guys will see a very clear how much difference it is. And with the video, you will also be even more amazed probably than just looking at the screen here. So next year, what shows are you doing?
I go to the Ironman and William Bonac in Zaandam, in the Netherlands.
So you're gonna win the pro card in women's physique. That's gonna be in Netherlands this year, and that means you're going into your first pro show in 2027. And we will be, Zimmermann, in, for people watching this, we will be in, where is it again? Belgium.
Zaandam, Netherlands.
We will be in the Netherlands to film this, Zimmermann, correct? If we're not dead by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's no COVID, World War V or anything.
We will cover this as the Netherlands edition for Female Bodybuilding channel. We have there Carla Women's Physique, a wellness girl attempting for the pro card, and a natural figure girl. Which
yes, that's
cool.
right. Her friend.
Which is her best friend, by the way, I think, right?
Yeah.
And she looks very good on Instagram. We can tag her in that she's a natural, isn't? And she's like, yeah, that's very good. She's a natural, and she wants to compete now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you proud of her?
Finally. What do you say?
Are you proud of her for stepping into the battle?
I will always proud of her. Yes.
Yeah, good. Can I fool her to start with gear when she wins the natural pro card? Can I fool her then to start?
Yes, we will. Yes, of course.
No, she didn't hear that one. Okay. Anyway, okay. Have a great Sunday, Carla, and we will see you in the Netherlands.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
Carla.
bye.
Bye.